Hello, Scotty back again. Okay, so this morning I'm going to be doing a, it says egg and mushroom omelette. Well, I thought omelettes were made of egg, but anyway, this is what we're doing. So, it says to cut up some bacon rashers into small pieces. Now, I use the medallions because there's less fat on them. Now, this is the ones I use. It's the Tesco 10 unsmoked bacon medallions. I say Tesco's, that's the ones I use. It doesn't really matter what one you have, but that's the one I try to use because there's less fat on them. I will take this little bit of fat off anyway. Like that. As I say, I'm not a cook, but you know, this is what I do. So yeah, into small pieces. You know, the thing is, you don't want them too small because you know you won't even sort of see them or taste them. So what I try to do is do them slightly big. You know, I don't know if I can go all the way along here. As I said, I'm not. These are beautiful knives. They are. I don't know if you can see that. You can't see it very well. These are Walkman. They're very good knives. So yeah, they are. That's, you know, just roughly chopped is good enough. So it's it says to use 2 rashers. I'm going to go for 3 rashers. Partly because these are smaller than normal rashers. As I say, you know, normal rashers are normally longer. They've got a lot of fat in them. And because I'm on this weight loss journey, I've decided to do what I normally do, which is the medallions. As I said, just cut them up, you know. So I've got to do this. Basically, I'll be doing this twice today because I've got to do it for me and obviously my wife Grace. Cut them up as small as you want them. I mean, you can still cut them up if you think they're too big. I only, you know, look, and then if I think, oh, that one's a bit big, I'll cut that one down a bit more. But you know, you do them as whatever size you want. I mean, it says pieces, and that's what I've done. So I'll cut this little bit of fat off. As I said, you know, it's not a lot of fat on there, but you might as well get rid of as much as you can. Sounds like cats or someone are around, or people are about, because the old dogs are starting to bark. So yeah, and that's all I do. I mean, how you do it, I don't know. As I said, I'm not a chef. I'll probably cut it different one day to another day. But what we've got to do is get it all cut up, so it's all, you know. And there's your bacon. So that's that. And now we're going to just put this into a, I'll just get rid of this to the bin. And then what I tend to do is I tend to get it all prepared ready. So what we'll do is put this on the plate ready. Now obviously I've just put raw meat on here now. I've got to do mushrooms, so we've got to get this cleaned. So what I'm going to do is clean this now, and then we'll do the next part. Okay, so now we've got to go 100 grams of mushrooms. Right, let's just set that up. That's on grams. So just 100 grams of mushrooms. This is only for one person, don't forget. So if you're, right, there's 110. I mean, 10 ain't going to matter because it's only mushrooms and it shouldn't make any difference. I mean, you know. But what was I saying? Yeah, this is for one person. The recipe actually tells you to mix it all together for 2 people. The only thing is I just think it's easier to do this. Now, mushrooms need to be sliced, it says. So nice and thin as you can. Because you don't want them too thick, but you don't want them too small, if you know what I mean. It says button mushrooms as well, but obviously these are not button, these are slightly bigger. So you can either put them in like that, however you want. Cut them down the middle. Some people cut the stalks off, some people don't use the stalks. I'm going to cut these down the middle actually. The thing is, it says 100 of butter mushrooms, so I suppose that's because they're smaller, but then you'll probably get more because they're smaller, if you know what I mean. So the weight will still be the same weight. So yeah, I think we're going to go. Actually, I'm going to cut them again. I couldn't make up my mind, and it says 100, you know, grams. And on this, that's 3 big mushrooms. So yeah, you know, cut whatever size you like. I mean, I love mushrooms. I like to know I've got mushrooms on my plate, so I tend to do them a little bit bigger, if you know what I mean. So let's try this one in the whole pile, because these are really nice knives. Look at that, that even cut better actually. And then what we can do there then, see, is we can cut it that way. Cool, wouldn't it be fabulous if I could be a chef and do this all the time? So like I said before, you know, I'll show you what we have a day now. I'm a bit later today, as you can see. It's not dark because it's my day off. So, you know, I'm just chopping these up a little bit more. They might look like, oh well, God, you know, how you doing them? But I mean, I'm only doing this as I do it. I'm not going to start trying to do it. So, oh look, I've done it like this and I chopped them like that. I'm just doing it as this is as it is. This is me. I'm not. There's no. What would you say? You know, I'm not going to sort of cut it up and then go, oh, it is chopped. I'm going to show you how I do it as I do things, because this way, you know, you might comment and go, oh, I wouldn't do it like that. You're easier doing it like this. I wouldn't do chunks like that. You want to do it like this. These are really sharp knives. I'll tell you something. They are really sharp knives. So you've got to watch the fingers on it, without a doubt. And as you can see, it's a lot of mushroom really, but it said 100 grams and we got 100 grams. The thing is, you could go, yeah, but if you use smaller ones, but at the end of the day it's not going to be smaller, is it? Because it's still 100 grams, so the weight's still going to be the same, so it must still be the, you know, small mushrooms, big mushrooms. It's still going to be the sort of same sort of size, isn't it, surely? Just how you chop it. So yeah, look at that. That's one person, you know. Okay, right, that's your mushrooms and your bacon. What I'm going to do quick now, because obviously this has got to be washed now, so we'll get that out of the way to go and be washed. What I'm going to do now quick, let's just get rid of this into the bin. So we're going to get another one. Now, do excuse me, the only thing I find is I can end up with a lot of dishes and things because of or do excuse me, because what a lot of people do is they do and cut it and put it in as you go. Well, I'm not. I'm preparing it first to show you what I got, and then we'll cook it. So we're doing it slightly different. Now it says 30 grams of cheese on this. I mean, everybody's different. How you want to do this is entirely up to you. You know, if you want to put more cheese in, but what we're trying to do is we're trying to do a weight loss. So this is 30 grams of full fat. So nice grated cheese. 26, 27, 28. Look at that, spot on 30. Do you know what? I can't stop eating cheese. I love cheese, and I'm really trying not to. Because I can open a bag of cheese, I can use it for 2 people, and then the rest of it you won't see because I'll eat it. That's, you know, a block of cheese is worse because I cut it into chunks, and I've got to try stopping it. So this is what we're going to try and do. But that's the cheese. All right. So what we're going to do now. So we've got your bacon. So you've got your cheese. Okay. We've got our mushrooms. We've got our bacon. Our bacon. Okay. So we need bacon rashers cut in small pieces, done. 30 ounces of full fat cheddar cheese, got. And 100 grams of mushrooms, got. Now, the next thing is we need to go into our magic little egg cupboard, and we get we're using large eggs. It says 2 eggs, so I'm having large. Running away, but there we go. So that's that bit. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move over to the cooker and do our next bit. Okay, we come back to the ingredients a minute, because what it says is we've got to get a glass bowl, put the egg and cheese in and mix it together first. Now, I don't know whether this is because, oh look, we've got a bit of an eggshell in there, let's get that thing out of there. I don't know if it's because it needs to stand, I wouldn't have thought so, but that's what it says, or whether it's just that the mix is ready to go, I don't know, but it says mix it now, so we're going to mix this now, although you know how to mix it, I'm sure. So there's your 2 eggs, and there's your cheese. This is all good doing it like this. The reason they say obviously do 2 at once is because it's going to be easier, because you've got to flab about doing it all again. So yeah, we're going to mix this together. I'm using a fork, as you can see, and there you go, it's all mixed. Okay, so now we'll whip over to the frying pan. Oh, and it says season, sorry, we better season it first. Right, so we're going to use the Saxa table salt, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of pepper. Now I've got to be careful with the pepper. I bought a new one because we ran out. Let me just get a little sprinkle, because you don't need a lot of this, obviously. And I'm doing this on a spoon, because, let me just mix this in a little bit. Oh, I don't like this pepper. Probably because in the mix it's gone into, oh no, it's disappearing now. It's going to spangle about. It was in like lumps. It says ground, right, I'm going to move this over a little bit. It says Tesco ground black pepper. Now what I noticed is when I started undoing the top, I couldn't feel no holes, and I thought, oh, perhaps it's got a, don't know, little holes or a little piece you open up. I've opened the lid up, and it's not. So whether this is supposed to be for like a refill, so you put it into your old jar or not, I don't know. But anyway, that's why I've done it on the spoon. So that's your cheese and egg mix. Right, we're going to move over now and get the next bit done. Okay, so it says to cook the bacon first. It says until crisp. So there we go, the bacon's in. It says deep pan. That's certainly a deep pan, so I've got no problem with a deep pan. I put it on the medium heat. There's still a lot of smoke. Let's put the extractor fan on. I'm sorry if the extractor fan's a bit noisy, but we need to do this really. I think it's a little bit high, to be honest, because it's cracking quite well. So yeah, it says, let me have a quick deco. In the frying pan, cook the bacon until crisp. Now, that's the thing. How crisp do you want it? Do you want it, you know, really brown? Do you want it? So it's everybody to their own thing, really. I know Grace will probably have it browner than I would. Is it that the right word? I always say cooked well, or, you know, cooked well, or burnt. Right, it's not burnt, but you know, that's what I call it. And then what we've got to do is put the mushrooms in after. So yeah, as I said, I'm not a chef. I'm actually a mechanic by trade, years ago, and now I'm a lorry driver. So, you know, this is a bit different. Right, I'm going to put the mushrooms in now. I mean, it's going brown. I'm quite happy with that, but I don't want it to go burn. So the mushrooms have gone in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook this. A bit in there, we want that bit. I'm going to cook this because it's got to be on there for 5 minutes. So rather than sit you there watching me cook it for 5 minutes, you can see what's happening. So the mushrooms are in. We're going to get that cooked up and then we'll come back. Okay, so you have to take the mix out and then mix it in with the egg. And it looks like that, so I have. Now we're going to put it into the frying pan. There we go. And we'll just move it around a little. So don't forget, or did I say it? You've got to let it more or less set and then turn it over and do the other side. And then put it in the oven. So that's what we'll be doing. So there you go. That's how it's looking at the moment. Pretty good, I'd say. There you go. That picture. Look close up. So you've got to let it more or less set. And then turn it over. Now the turning over is the hard part. What I'm thinking is, it says to grill it. Now when I try to turn them over, what tends to happen is they break up. So, you know, it's a difficult one. When both sides are almost set, remove the hob and place under grill. Finish off. See, I read that wrong. You don't turn this over at all. That's me talking rubbish. What you do is get it set like that and then put it in the grill to finish off. I couldn't understand that, why it said turn it over. That's because I'm used to turning omelettes over. Okay, so that's more or less set now, as you can see. Look at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in the grill. Okay, so there's the finished article. Look at that. You know, that looks absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to try this and we'll let you know what the outcome is. Okay, so the outcome on that omelette, it was really nice, really tasteful. It was a Slimming World omelette. As you know, with this weight loss, I'm not doing too good. I am struggling. Like everybody else, you know, it's times and all sorts of things. But anyway, I am struggling. So what I decided to do is join Slimming World again. Obviously, we can't go to group, and I don't finish in time to go to group. So I've joined online, a group online, and I'll tell you what, I've done that today and looked through the recipe books that we've got on the shelf, and yes, I'm back. So we're going to give this a go this week. And as you see, I've done the omelette now. I'll let you know what I have later on today. I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye!